Give me money, and I make a just a job.
How much you sell? How much you sell?
I bet no the video me now.
How much you sell?
How much you sell?
How much you sell?
Like women own 500,000. Sometimes if na men own 1 million. I beg. Na not the
all the money where they keep. No wait. How much you sell? Woman own.
Woman own 5 or 6. Depend how I use buy them. I beg. No, the best they teach me. The best they don't catch and they burn and but this one now I come use and this day.
Okay, that's wait, please. I will flop you.
I beg.
Where's your man? I will flop you.
Yeah, Jerry, kidnap Omaz.
All these African countries truly wishing they could unite with Nigeria. I hate to break it to you people. Let me put it this way here. All these African countries truly thinking that sometime Nigeria will come around and they will become one Africa, maybe begin to face the enemy, which are the Europeans. You don't know Nigerians. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a Nigerian. I live in Nigeria, but I am not for Nigeria. Because I can never be for anything that has criminal tendency. If my parents didn't teach me anything, I think they nurtured me well enough to possess the qualities of being honorable, integritous, dignified, contented, courageous, and of course, irritated towards criminality. I have that high surge, like I irritate at criminality so much. They know me. They know me. So one of the things you have to understand, other African countries, I'm talking to you people, listen. Don't think an average Nigeria has other Africans at heart. Never. Don't even think that there will be a time Nigerians will want to collaborate, truly bearing in their mind the need to become one as African countries, and then Nigeria would move to collaborate with any other African country. Listen, if a Nigerian is coming closer to you, it's based on his benefits. I can argue this and win it. There is no selfish species in this whole universe. There is no selfish species in this whole universe than a species that was nurtured in Nigeria. A number of people will come to my inbox and like, see, how are you able to stay in Nigeria and think very differently? If I tell you people the ritual I made to think differently from Nigerians, you people won't believe it. But let me give you people a clue. The best part of my life, I don't relate with Nigerians, but I live in Nigeria. My television is my relative. I relate more with animals than relating with Nigerians. I relate more with animals than I relate with cats than relate with Nigerians. That's the much. But my television, my gadgets, those are relatives to me. And I am such into family because they are the ones I can really trust. Other than that, every Nigerian to me is a devil. True. So they truly do not take me unaware. Like if you'd seen, I focus so much in my family, we were nurtured to focus so much on these foreign channels. That was one of the things my father did was good. You see, I watched E.TV, that's South African channels, way much more than any Nigerian channel combined. I watched NTV, that is Kenyan television, much more than any Nigerian channel. Then talk about all these foreign stations, movies, foreign movies, Hollywood. Hollywood is my lifestyle. Hollywood is me. I am Hollywood. I'm telling you the truth. This was how I was able to break off or unplug myself from the Nigerian matrix. So, do you know the funny thing? Let me shock you. Even in my place of work, my services will tell you I am not Nigerian by mentality. And you hear them say this. A great number of them, you hear them say, are you sure that this guy is Nigerian? They will call out their relatives who are my colleagues, and then they will start asking such, is this guy a Nigerian? Is he a Nigerian? And people will keep laughing. I'm happy I'm beginning to change a greater number of people offline and online. Because if we continue in this mess and continue thinking is a way of life and continue painting it to be surviving, we call it surviving. It's just trying to survive. I love Nigerians because they always find a way to survive. Survival mentality is an animalistic mentality. The mentality that God has created us with is a developmental mentality. So stop saying surviving and thinking is a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's a human being that delves into survival instincts functions in his lowest frequency. That's one of the things you have to know. He functions in his low. He is way worse than a carnivorous animal. I'm telling you the truth. Check what survival is. So when I put it this way, Africans, South Africans, Kenyans, Ghanaians, Namibians, wherever, Cameroonian, don't ever think that upon a time there will be a collaboration without ulterior motives by Nigerians, such that they want to create something like one Africa, an Africa that will stand to develop itself. That's not Nigeria. Nigeria is always competing with other people. They are always in an unhealthy competition, and they are very selfish. Any Nigeria, let me say this again, any Nigeria that comes to you has come to collect. It's simple, materialistic thing. That's the thing for them. Now, I was totally informed by my Ghanaian brother that the present vice president of Ghana, whilst being a professor, or whilst a professor, has his children as PhD holders. Like, his children are all PhD holders. One, a PhD holder in economy, one, a PhD holder in this or that or that. You know that. Now, I don't think Ghanaians understand this. Now, listen, the problem in Nigeria is not about having politicians who are not academic in nature. It's not just that. Listen, after all, there was an administration that our vice president was a professor in law, or professor at law, as we would say. That is Vice President Osibajo. Vice President Osibajo, a professor, you know. But here is something most people outside Nigeria don't even know about Nigerians. Even a Nigerian that is a professor is not excused of criminal tendency, because the Nigerian school grooms criminals. The Nigerian school, whilst they can give you the profit in learning, they don't give you the profit in character. There are two things, like I stated, that solidifies any academic ground, which is in character and in learning. But in Nigeria, when it comes to learning, you can learn, you can be the professor, you can be, but when it comes to character, you're still a criminal. That's one of the things you have to understand. So it changes nothing. Now, learning, give learning to a criminal, and he intensifies criminality. That is exactly what's been happening in Nigeria. If you think I'm lying, this election, the Nigerian recent election, were rigged by professors. The Nigerian recent election was compromised by professors. It was just one professor that stood our ground. If you think I'm lying, come into the Nigerian universities and see what professors and lecturers do. All the young girls there are victims of sexual assault. All the young girls there are victims of sexual assaults. All the young boys there are victims of being extorted from. Right now, if you come to Nigeria, do you know the type of students? Do you know the type of students that thrive now? Yahoo boys. All these cyber fraudulent boys are the ones thriving in universities now, because they are the ones that are being empowered by our lecturers, because they pay our lecturers. So it's not just about being a professor. It's not just about being a PhD holder. That's why one of the things you have to understand is that when you come to Nigerian politicians, you notice something. Now, unlike what my Ghanaian brother said, you see that the vice president of Ghana is a professor, and his professorship or his academic mind rubbed off, or he rubbed on his children, academicians. Look at them. They are all academicians. They are following that civil route. But now notice something in Nigeria. Nigeria is a place where you see a professor who is a politician in power. Go and check his children. His children are criminals. His children are criminals. They are not even interested in education. They are not. Go and check a great number of them. They are not. At the end of it, they will end up becoming DJs. They will end up becoming musicians like Davido. That's, in fact, some of their parents would have, in a bid to ensure that their children eventually crawl out in becoming graduates, can instigate or create something in schools that can favor their children. At least someone like Davido right now, I'm pretty sure that it's because his father owns the school that a curriculum was created such that he could go through. Such that he could go through and become a graduate. Other than that, if you give him an equal ground to participate academically, these people are failures. I saw a great number of these things now. We know these people are a bunch of failures. You can't see a Nigerian politician who probably is into academia, and then you look at his children doing his academic steps. No, you can never. In most cases, they will pay so much amount of money to sending their children to very expensive schools. And these children will keep failing, and they will keep on patching them. Then they put them in those schools, because those schools are the only schools that can give them the platform to bribe their children's way through becoming graduates. Other than that, leave their children fair to fair. Their children cannot thrive academically. But look at Ghanaians. Do you understand? Look at Ghanaians. Their father is a professor and a politician. In their case, you as a child, you will never disappoint. You cannot, because you have to prove that you are his son. You have to prove that you are her daughter. But it's not the same in Nigeria. It's a shame that what thrives in this country is criminality, and it has everything to do with the masses. I'm telling you. I need you to watch this.
911 billion.
Yes, sir.
911 billion.
Yes, sir.
844 million.
Yes, sir.
833 naira.
Yes, sir.
And 46.
46 what, sir?
I'll take that again.
Yes, sir. Take it.
1 billion.
1 billion.
911. 1 trillion.
1 trillion?
911 billion.
Okay.
844 billion.
Yes, sir.
1 trillion.
Trillion, sir. Again.
This one is too much for me.
It's not too much. Take it again, sir.
1 trillion.
1 trillion.
I hope that is not. I hope that's not on the record.
It's not on the record. Just take it.
1 trillion.
1 trillion.
911 billion. 841 trillion.
This is the Nigerian Senate President. Just imagine a country like Nigeria with so many intelligent people, so many industrious young men and women. This is what they have as the Senate President. They keep bringing in all our ancestors that had gone for retirement long time ago to come and lead us. And you tell us that the country will move forward. Here, this is the Senate President. Anyways, I'd like to know your thoughts about this. And thank you for watching.
Kasango, yeah. Kasango, yeah. Now, as funny as this is, it's actually not funny. I'm going to debunk a number of things that a number of people do not know, so listen to me in this video. Now, one is the pertinent question. Let me start with this. This is not as a result of old age, so do not blame it on the fact that these men are old. There is a popular saying that an old woman never tires in a song she knows how to dance. An old woman never tires in a style of a dance that she mastered while in her youth. A soldier is always a soldier, no matter how old. Now listen to this. The pertinent question here is this old age, which of course is not, or is this sheer illiteracy? And this is clearly on the grounds that Nigerians elevate men that are not academically inclined whatsoever. But here is the pertinent question that this girl also asked. How is it that a country called Nigeria, filled with hardworking youths and intelligent youths, tend to have people like this representing them? This is a question a great number of people have been asking. And here is the answer. The answer is simply because Nigerian youths are not actually hardworking. Neither are they intelligent. Did it shock you? Let me explain. Let me repeat this. Nigerian youths are not hardworking. Neither are they intelligent. What is intelligence? Listen, if you are reading to pass your examination, you're not brilliant. If you're reading to ace your course in a university, that's not brilliance. Brilliance is the ability to read for the purpose of knowing and resolving challenges. Brilliance is the ability to study for the purpose of knowing or acquiring knowledge to resolve real life challenges, and not to pass examination or to gain a job that puts money in your pocket. This is the difference between Nigerians and most of these developed countries. Or let me put it this way. This is the secret with white people. This is the secret with white people. They don't read to pass examination. They read to know and resolve real life challenges, which in turn makes life better for a society. Now, what is hard work? Hard work is not an effort put in order to acquire or generate money. That is not hard work. And in so doing, Nigerians are not hardworking. Listen to me. What is hard work then? Hard work is simply a great effort made to better the lives of humanity. It is a great effort made to provide services to humanity. To provide services to humanity, which means that that service you are providing is more important than the money that it fetches. But the problem is that Nigerian youths overlook those services and think about the money that it brings, which means they only serve to make money, instead of trying just to serve for the purpose of resolving challenges and making a society a better place. Whether money comes out of it, whether it doesn't come out of it, that does not matter for a hardworking mind. Now let me tell you, let me shock you. If you think making money is hard work, then you will be paid by a criminal that stole from you to render services to him. Let me repeat this. If you think that hard work is the ability to put effort in making money, then a criminal will steal from you and in the process might have done something bad towards your family or your own, and in future employ you and pay you to render services to him, which means in your interest to get that money, you are still serving the person that ruined your life. Does it connect? Does it truly connect? Nigerians, we do not know the innate thing that truly matters in this life. Sit down back at home, study things, and watch how things truly work to see how the universe works. When I got to understand the thing that I know now, I noticed that I get to choose the people that I offer services to. Why? Because my services rendered towards you is more important than the money that you give to me. My services to you is a matter of empowering you. And that begs a question on who do I truly empower? And if it is a wrong person, I would deny you of my services. So men like this are up there as senators because these young Nigerians who are supposedly thought to be brilliant and hardworking offer them services, hence empowering them to manage the administration of this society.
Yeah, hi Rash. Good day. I hope by the grace of God you are doing well, and also may His protection be on you. First of all, let me take this opportunity to say hi to your listeners and to you yourself, and also inform all your listeners and all those who listen to your channel to subscribe your channel, comment on your channel, like your videos, as well as share your videos, because you are doing a wonderful job. Among all the journalists, our TV stations, our radio station, and the YouTubers in Ghana, you are the only one that we are seeing that you have Ghana in heart. And I know that when they will support you by sharing your videos, our message will get to the ordinary person, and we shall rise and support you to fight to keep the peace that we were having in our nation for the past years. And I know that victory shall be ours. Let me thank you once again. I was just listening to your recent video, and I'm seeing how this our Nigerians, I don't know how to claim whether they think that they are smart, whether they think that they are intelligent, or I don't know what they think. Because first of all, they are more intelligent and very smart than anybody on this earth. What I say about Nigerians, that they like claiming, complaining, as well as criticizing. When we talk about claiming, what is the claim that they claim? Nigerians would only like to claim anybody who is doing well, anybody who is famous, anybody who is popular, a hero. Nigeria will always like to claim those people. No matter how they are, they like to claim them to be Nigerians. When we talk about criticizing, they are everywhere to criticize people. Look at these people have done like this. These people, they are lazy. These people, they don't do anything. They don't know anything. They don't know how to speak this language. We and that. We are the best. We are the giants. And complaining is when they will come into your country, whereby they will come with their crimes, and you will start to complain. Then they have to complain that you are hating them. But where on this earth will any country and any citizen would like to receive somebody who is a threat to him or her? It's a question for them to answer. I need an answer from them. In your video this morning, I heard them talking to Mahama, that when Mahama will come, Mahama have to do this for them. Mahama have to do that for them. Mama have to do this for them because Mahama is their brother, is their half-blood of Nigeria. How did Mahama become a half-blood of Nigeria? According to Mahama, he said his father took him to Nigeria, to his stepmother. Nigerians, graduates, master of all English. What is the meaning of stepmother? Please. Can a stepmother be a blood of a husband? Or can a stepmother have the same blood to a child if a child will call somebody stepmother? I know that they are creators of grammar, so they can define that for me. If my father is an American and married a Chinese, divorced with a Chinese and married a Nigerian, and when my father would take me to Nigeria for the what do you call the other wife, that's my stepmother, to take care of me, does it mean that automatically God has to mix my blood with that stepmother for me to attain the citizenship of that stepmother's country? It's a question which I need an answer from them. According to Mahama, as I said before, his father took him to his stepmother in Nigeria. We don't even know, because he didn't mention the country of which that stepmother is from. Whether the stepmother is an American, whether the stepmother is a Ghanaian who want to stay in Nigeria by then. But all what he said was the father took him to his stepmother in Nigeria. So he stayed with his stepmother, blah, 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 blah. And my second question to them, Bahama just won the election of the December 7th. He has been in opposition for good 8 years. Good 8 years that President Mahama has been in opposition. He just succeeded this 7th December 2024, of which he will be sworn in somewhere January 7th. So when did Mahama said this, that he was in Nigeria with his stepmother, blah, blah, blah. All this day that Mahama was in opposition, Nigerians didn't claim that Mahama was a Ghanaian. He was a Nigerian. But on the 7th that he won the election, Nigerians have to claim him as a Nigerian. All those 8 years that he was in opposition, Nigerians didn't think that Mahama was a Nigerian. This is what we are talking about. That these Nigerians, they think that they are smart. They ever think that they are smart. Everywhere I thought they go with their smartness, but that smartness before Ghanaians, we just look them as fools. That's how we look at them. Because Ghanaians will never go and claim a country which is not our citizenship. We have to apply for it. If we are eligible and receive that nationality, yes, then we can say that we are national of this. But we cannot just stay and with our mouth that we are like this and that. Or we will not even go and steal somebody's document and prove that this is what we are. And this is the job of Nigerians. I will later send my message to this our common government, Mahama, and let him know that he shouldn't leave himself for these Nigerians to use their rat mind to interfere in his governorship. Because the past government, that MPP, which was voted out of power, most of the reason why he was voted out of power was about these Nigerians, about the insecurity in our country, about the crimes being caused in our country by these Nigerians. That is number one reason why they didn't vote him. They voted against him. And I will come and talk to him later. And to all you Nigerians who are just lobbying, like I said, Nigerians who are just lobbying to claim Mahama as a Nigerian, and that will not work. That will not work. Mahama was former president in Ghana. He went to stood in opposition. Now that he's coming back, Mahama is come to do a wonderful job. He has corrected all his mistakes, and he's not coming to chief himself for you, these criminals in our country, because he knows what is good for his country. So to all of you Nigerians there who think that you are smart, that you are clever, you are under his foot. And I'll still continue to talk to our people that each and everybody in the country must be a patriotic citizen. Each and everybody in our country must be a patriotic citizen. You have to fight for the Ghana. You have to uphold the Ghana, so that the fight and the blood that our ancestors shed for the country, we shall also maintain it for our grandchildren. Nigerians today, they are saying they are comfortable in Ghana. Yeah, they are comfortable in Ghana. But what has their country done to them? That country, Nigeria, is a country. It has not changed. But the citizens that change the image of the country. The crimes, kidnappings, robberies, killing for rituals, daylight robberies. That was what doomed the image of the country. And today, these same people has abandoned the country, traveled to our country, and saying that they are comfortable in our country. So in the future, what is going to happen in our country? These same people are coming to pollute the mind of our youths. They are coming to conduct in their crimes as they are doing as now. And in 3, 4, 5 years to come, our country will be the same as Nigerians. I challenge them that if they like, all the Nigerians should come and stay in Ghana. And all of Ghanaians also will go and stay in Nigeria. And for 5 years, they will see the situation between Ghana and Nigeria. Ghanaians were peaceful. Ghanaians, we are peaceful. We are peaceful everywhere. So everywhere that we go, we live in peace. Everywhere that we go, we are law abiding. We don't fight people. We don't claim what is not ours. We became sober to everywhere that we are Ghanaians. We have to go with our kindness, our patience, and our peaceful acts. So we are received everywhere. We are received everywhere. But that is what these criminals don't know, that they want to challenge we Ghanaians. But it is your habit. It is your character. And nobody can change it for you except yourself. So, what I'm telling you people is that don't feel comfortable in people's land whilst conducting the same crimes. You better go back to your country, change your character, so that your country will welcome you, and see if you cannot change the image of your country. We fought for our country, Ghanaians, we fought for our country. Our ancestors fought for the country for us. And they showed us what is leniency. They showed us what is respect. And we are obeying their rules. We consider their advice. That's why Ghana is as we are seeing today. And to all those fake Ghanaians, that always think that maybe because today you are married to some Nigerians, so they have to stand and claim and insult Ghanaians who are fighting for their land. I'm not blaming them. Today, they will stand and defend Nigerians. But the day that they will kidnap any of their family, they will murder any of their family, that's what they will know that yes, khaki is not leather. And for instance, I've seen one lady in social media talking blah 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 blah, bashing Ghanaians. If that lady would have been a family of Afiba, if that lady would have been a family of that Takrady girls, she would have think twice. And again, I want to take this advantage and talk to Mahama, the coming president. Any NDC person, I'm not fan of NDC. I'm not a supporter of NDC. I'm not a supporter of NPP. But all my household vote for NPP. But for this year, because of me, they didn't vote for NPP. And I want to tell Mahama to know the reason why. Any NDC person who will hear this have to share this to their NDC people and send it for this to get to Mahama. That the mistake that Akufo-Addo did, that a party went to opposition, he shouldn't repeat that mistakes. Because Ghanaians in abroad, Ghanaians in diaspora, today I want to let MPP and the Akufo-Addo government know that they didn't win this election because of Ghanaians in diaspora. And I want to let them know that the power that the Ghanaians in diaspora have is more than 70% of the power that the Ghanaians living in Ghana have. And what is the reason? The reason is that we that were in diaspora, at least in Ghana, every 10 family, about 7 of them are in abroad. Every 10 family in Ghana, about 7 of them are in abroad. And out of these 7 that's in abroad, about 6 of them are supporting their family at home. And anything that will tell them, they stick to it. Because of what we are witnessing abroad and where we are, the peace that we're enjoying, we are even scared when we are coming home with our children. The children that we give birth for them in this abroad here, we are scared when we are coming home with them. Because of this insecurity of these Nigerians in Ghana, most of Ghanaians in abroad have overstayed years. They wanted to come home, but they are afraid, they are scared that when they will come to Ghana, or all these crimes, all these kidnappings, all these murders, all these robbers, Nigerians that are full in Ghana, they will take advantage of our children. That's why most of our Ghanaians live abroad, they cannot come home. They cannot come home because our country is not safe compared to the past year that these Nigerians are not in our country. And as we have been complaining, we saw that the government doesn't care about us. What we did is that we advised all our family at home that they shouldn't vote for Akufo-Addo. That's what we told them. This is a secret. That's why they lost the election. We told all our families at home that nobody should vote for the current government of the NADO and his MPP because they are those who are supporting these Nigerians to conduct all these crimes in our country. And they accepted. Those who wanted to vote against the party voted for NDC because they know that no party can withstand MPP apart from NDC. So I want the NPP to know that there are most Ghanaians that were supported for NPP, but this year they voted against NPP, they voted for NDC. Most of them also didn't even vote at all. Those that doesn't like NDC didn't vote at all. But I want the NPP to know that we Ghanaians in diaspora will influence our people to vote against him. And I know that this NDC government will not repeat that mistake. Yes, NDC government will never, Mahama will never repeat this mistake. And when he will repeat this mistake, this is what will happen the next election. Because Ghanaians in diaspora will know that how these Nigerians are doing in our country. We know the insecurity. We know the challenges that they are committing on this our land. And as we are talking about this situation, the government doesn't want to support, we have to vote him out. So I know that this coming President Mahama will not tolerate that nonsense from these Nigerians. Thank you, Mr. Rash, for publishing this my video. And I know this my audio. And I know that as time is coming, that all these criminals in our country will flush them out. God bless you and God bless Ghana.